What's up, everybody? This is Reese, and I just wanted to make a quick video on League of Legends versus Smite. Now, before I begin, I am not bashing either game. I've played League of Legends in the past, not too much, regrettably. I never could get really into it because I just didn't like the isometric view, or I don't know, it just wasn't for me. But I do like the concept, the gameplay when I play. I do play with my friends and clanmates occasionally, and I do like watching League of Legends streams and videos. It's fun to watch, and it's a great game overall. Now, obviously, I also play Smite, which recently went into closed beta, and it is a great game. I really enjoy it. Definitely prefer over League of Legends, but hey, that's just me. Everyone has their own type of games that they play and that they prefer. But recently, I've been getting a lot of comments and messages and emails saying, oh, Smite sucks, this is just a dumb League of Legends copy. They're copying all the heroes, they're copying all the items. This game is not going to do well. We have Dota, we have Han, we have Bloodline Champions, yada yada yada. There's no room for another MOBA like Smite, but I definitely disagree. Smite is different for a variety of reasons, but I'll get into a few specific ones here later on in the video. But first, yes, Smite is similar to League of Legends. It is a MOBA. It does have lanes, it does have towers, it does have creeps. You have your AD and AP characters, you have similar types of heroes in terms of what they do, but that comes with the territory. It is a MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena, so you're going to have similar mechanics and terminology. That's just how it is. Since it is a MOBA, you are going to have similar character types as in what they do, but people have been drawing comparisons between League of Legends characters and Smite characters, saying that it's a direct copy, like Wukong from League of Legends and Sun Wukong in Smite. They're both the monkey god, but the reason for that is because obviously the characters in Smite are based on gods. They're based on different pantheons of gods, so that's where they're pulling their characters from that you play as. We will see more and more characters in the future, and I'm sure there's going to be a couple that are very similar or even matching League of Legends characters, but that's just because of the gameplay aesthetic or style or lore, I don't know what you want to call that, but of Smite. That's just what they chose, and you're going to have matches. Now, they're probably not going to play exactly the same way, but they may have some similarities in their names, their characteristics, and whatever, and that's okay. That's just what games do. Also, Hi-Rez has openly admitted to drawing some inspiration from League of Legends. Obviously, Riot is doing very well in the MOBA genre, and when a company is doing well, others are going to look to it and do similar things. I mean, that's just natural. Companies want to succeed, and they want to make money. Now, the items thing is a little bit different. Smite does have some very similar items, but you don't actually have to build up items or craft them like you do in League of Legends. They have tiered items in Smite, which is a similar sort of concept. You can buy like level 1 of your item, then eventually get it up to level 3. But it's still a little bit different from League of Legends, but again, that is part of the MOBA genre. They all have similar mechanics, and Smite is a MOBA, so that's that. Now, the way Smite really differentiates itself comes with its third-person perspective, its WASD movement, and the fact that almost all of the abilities are skill shots or have to be aimed. Or I guess that's the same thing, but whatever. So first, the third-person perspective. This really adds a whole new dynamic to Smite and makes it a big difference in the MOBA genre. Because your camera is up close to your character, you really have to have good situational awareness. I mean, you have that in LoL and other MOBAs for sure, but in Smite it really becomes a key factor because you are locked down and you can't really easily check behind you. You have to know what you're doing, you have to be careful about overextending, and communicating is key, specifically when you're playing in teams and competitive play. I know we're not really into the competitive play stage of Smite yet, but we will be getting there, and communication is absolutely key. Because of this third-person perspective, you physically can't see all that's going on around you. You just can't. So you have to rely on your teammates, you have to use your in-game voice chat system, or VoIP if you have that. Competitive teams will obviously be using that. And I just think that this third-person perspective adds a whole new dynamic to Smite, which you don't have in League of Legends. I mean, you have it to some extent, obviously, but it becomes much more of a factor in Smite. Now, the next part of Smite that really differentiates it from other MOBAs is the WASD. And of course, this is controversial. There are some people who prefer click-to-move. They think that's just how MOBAs are, that's how they should be. But personally, I really prefer the WASD movement. I feel like it gives you a more action-type feel, more action game, especially if you're coming from FPS games or MMOs, which Smite is surely going to attract some players from those genres. You'll really like the WASD movement. Now, the last thing that I really want to focus on is the skill shots. There is no Z-axis aiming, at least not in this point in beta, and I don't think they'll add it in the future. But you still have to lead your shots, you still have to place your AoEs in the right position, and all that good stuff, which makes the whole game a lot more action-focused, a lot more dynamic. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. My 3 main reasons why Smite is different from League of Legends and will still do well in the MOBA genre, even with competitors like Dota and Han and Worldline Champions and all those games. Also, to be clear, once again, I do not think any of those other games suck. I actually really enjoy them. But I just think that Smite is bringing something new to the genre, and it's something to be looking forward to and to give it a shot for yourself. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It will be free to play at release, so there should be no issues with trying it out and giving it a shot for yourself to see if you like it. As always, this has been Lieber Reese. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Lieber Reese out.